In this week's portion, Tazria Metzora, the Torah describes in great detail the illness, the diagnosis, and the treatment of tzoraas, which is a spiritual ailment. It looks like it's physical on the body, but it's actually spiritual. We don't have this ailment today, but in the times of the Torah and in the times of the Talmud, it did exist. When a person sees a blemish on his body, the Torah says he's supposed to try to think, well, maybe this is a spiritual ailment. The Torah says he is brought to the Kohen. David Feinstein says, why does the Torah say brought to the Kohen? He should go himself to the Kohen. He might be hesitant to go because he rationalizes and doesn't see his own flaws. And therefore he'll say, well, this is not really spiritual. Nah, this must be a medical thing that I need to take care of. The fact that the Torah gives such detail on Tazria and Metzora should lighten our eyes to focus on ourselves and not be afraid to focus on our own flaws. We don't have the Kohen to point out our flaws. And many of us are hesitant to go for help when we find that we have a shortcoming. When Rabbi Dr. Abraham Twersky of blessed memory points out that when you take your clothes to the cleaners and there's a stain on it, you have to be crazy not to show the cleaner the stain. You want to get it out. But of course, we're so hesitant to discuss our own flaws. Let's look at this portion, Tazria and Metzora, as an eye-opener, as an awakener to ourselves, to look into ourselves and examine and see which areas we can improve on. The Mesilas Yesharim, Path of the Just, a magnificent ethical work on personal development. His largest chapter, chapter 11, is called Nikius, Cleanliness, where he advises us and guides us to go through every aspect of our lives and see which area, how we can improve. So, Tazria Metzora, yes, the specific ailment does not apply today. And certainly the Kohen is not capable today of doing the diagnosis. But we need to take this message of the lengthy portion of Tazria Metzora and look into ourselves, discover areas where we can and should improve and not be afraid. Have a fabulous Shabbos.